Now, your Weather Authority forecast from meteorologist Amber Wheeler.
Well, higher rain chances are likely for the first half of the week, and then we're going to heat up as the week continues, especially towards the end of the week and into the next weekend. So a lot happening here. We haven't had a real pattern shift in quite some time, and it looks like we're going to see that later on this week. 92 for tomorrow, sun and storms, very similar to the last few days. Very hit or miss for a lot of us. I'm going with about a 40% chance for some rain and storms. You can tell here we've got showers and storms that will be along the coastal areas. Some of them will try to move inland as the morning progresses. I'm also watching Lake Pontchartrain. I think the waters could be warm enough here to flare up a few storms. That's of course going to give heavy downpours to the city, and then we'll have them become a little more isolated as the day wears on, and then fizzling out once we lose the daytime heating. But something else I'm watching is this tropical wave that's been slowly moving through the eastern Gulf. It's giving a lot of rain, flooding rain to parts of Florida. Now we probably won't see that. We certainly could see some isolated street flooding, but this area, it's an upper level disturbance. It's not really, or upper level low, I should say. It's not anything that's developing at the surface. It's just bringing a lot of tropical moisture, deep layer moisture to us. And what that means is that we could see heavier rain, and we could see more widespread, more scattered showers and thunderstorms. And it's going to make its way to us Tuesday and Wednesday. Those are the days we'll have extra moisture to work with in the atmosphere to give us heavier rain chances, and of course more scattered rain as well. So here's how this could look heading into Tuesday. There's that push of rain and storms, so you can see slow moving heavy downpours certainly possible here. And as we head into Wednesday, more of the same. You can see that upper level spin really doing its business here with the radar, but certainly giving some heavy rain as it moves inland. But we are looking at some scattered rain and storms continuing for Wednesday, and of course that gives you some hit and miss rain chances, hit and miss downpours. So heightened storm chances for Tuesday and Wednesday as we've got that tropical moisture moving in, and then we have a ridge of high pressure moving in, and that's going to lower our storm chances even as we head into next weekend. But here's the rain potential through Wednesday. Again, there are some hit or miss rain chances here, but a lot of this is going to be coastal. A lot of this is going to try to move inland as well. So we'll be watching for isolated street flooding through this week. The upper atmospheric pattern really telling the story. We've been in between high pressure systems. That is all going to change as the week progresses. This high will slowly try to build over us. It's not going to be the strongest high, so it's not going to totally squelch our rain chances, but it is going to give us hotter temperatures as those highs are going to soar back into the mid, possibly even the upper 90s. But here's your week ahead. The average high is about 92. We're going to hover around that here for the first part of the week, and then as that ridge builds, it will build our heat into the next weekend as well. A quick check-in on the tropics. Of course, we've been talking about a couple of areas that we've been watching. One that is a very low chance of developing, and then the other here that we're expecting to develop very soon. This is Invest 97L. Also watching another tropical wave that's about to move off the coast of Africa. Models really liking that one as well. But this particular one has started to see a flare-up of thunderstorms, and at the surface there appears to be right on the edge of that maybe a surface low that has become organized. So I wouldn't be surprised if the National Hurricane Center deems this a depression very soon. But what's going to happen, and I always hesitate to show the spaghetti models from a system that hasn't fully developed, but this particular one is telling the story. This is going to take a while to move across the Atlantic. It is going to be steered by this high pressure. It is going to push it towards the west. A lot of model consensus on that, but where there's not total consensus is once it gets out towards the western Atlantic, this high, if it weakens, it will pull it back out to sea. If it stays a little stronger, it will push it towards possibly the Bahamas, and the southeastern United States and the East Coast will want to watch that system. But still well over a week away from any kind of impacts, if there were to be any. You've got a lot of time to watch that. No threats to the Gulf Coast. That is the good news here for us. Over the next week, temperatures again back into the 90s and rain chances every day, but they do start to lower towards the end of the week and into the weekend. A quick look on your forecast if you're out on the water. Not too bad. We're just watching for those morning storms, which we see a lot of those in the summer.